Okay, players. Steve Herpy Lip Bannon. Looks like he may be headed to the clink. And not a moment too soon, honey, because he just won't shut the hell up. Now, I already know most of y'all got a first-class ticket right to the comments to complain to me that this is not enough time. However, it is what it is. So the Justice Department is seeking to lock Steve Bannon up for 6 months and also give him a $200,000 fine for that contempt charge. Oh, yes, honey, it's true. Now, Steve Bannon faces up to a year in prison, but the Justice Department put it on paper today that they want him to serve 6 months in the clink. As we know, Herpy Lip was found guilty back in July of contempt of Congress because he failed to show up to testify before the January 6th Select Committee. Justice Department outlined in detail how Herpy Lip and his attorneys went on a months-long campaign to resist cooperating with the January 6th Select Committee investigation of the assault on the Capitol on January 6th. As we know, Steve Bannon tried to hide under the coattails of Frumpy to the motherfucking dump, and then at the very last second, Frumpy to the motherfucking dump came back and said, hey, I never told him that he was covered by my executive privilege. And in the very last hour before the contempt charge, Frumpy Dump issued a statement on loose leaf paper publicly directing Steve Bannon to testify before the January 6th Select Committee. But by then, honey, it was too late. The ink was already dry on the paper, and they went ahead and charged his ass with contempt. In this new filing, the Justice Department said from the time that Herpy Lip was initially subpoenaed, the defendant, Herpy Lip, has shown that his true reasons for total noncompliance have nothing to do with his purported respect for the Constitution, the rule of law, or executive privilege, and everything to do with his personal disdain for the members of Congress sitting on the committee and their efforts to investigate the attack on the country's most peaceful transfer of power. They argued that Steve Bannon's last attempt on the eve of the trial, claiming he was prepared to cooperate with the committee, was merely an attempt to leverage the information he had unlawfully withheld from the committee to engineer dismissal of criminal prosecution. They also argued that Herpy Lip exploited his notoriety through courthouse press conferences and his War Room podcast. Baby, when I say the Justice Department took that statement, anything can and will be used against you in the court of law, quite literally, big baby, because they throwing everything up in this court filing, I declare. So Herpy Lip is expected in court on Friday to be sentenced, and that's when we gonna find out if he's going to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200, or if he's gonna go ahead and get off with a fine. And just think, players, if he go to jail, that'll probably be the one and only time we get to see Steve Bannon in something other than that dingy black shirt. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Players, put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Bubba reporting for the Black Accurate News. Where I'm black and the news is always accurate.